Most people meet me as an OB-GYN, but that's not where this story starts. I was born into chaos, raised by a grandmother in post-war Korea, shaped by poverty, violence, discipline, and survival. The military made me a man. Medicine made me useful. Women made me a witness. For over 35 years, I've stood at the edge of life, watching fear, power, systems, and miracles collide. This isn't a podcast about pregnancy. It's about truth and how systems fail people, about how fear gets dressed up as policy, and about what happens when you stop obeying and start thinking. This is Chun Unfiltered. If you're looking for comfort, this may not be your place. If you're looking for clarity, sit down. Now that we are past the polite part, maternal health care in the United States is fucked. Not flawed, not struggling, not in need of reform. Fucked. And it's not getting better. It's getting worse. And here's the part people don't want to hear. There is no help coming at a larger scale. Not from hospitals, not from insurance companies, not from medical boards, not from government, and honestly, not from most doctors. That doesn't make me happy to say. It makes me angry. And it should scare the hell out of you. Because women are walking into pregnancy believing the system exists to protect them. It doesn't. The system exists for two reasons: to maximize profit and to minimize liability. Everything else is marketing. Now, before anyone gets defensive, let me be very clear. This is not about blaming women. Women are not failing pregnancy. Pregnancy is not suddenly more dangerous because women are doing something wrong. American women today are unhealthier, more stressed, and more medically vulnerable than ever. And the system has done nothing to change that. In fact, the system helped create it. More than half of women now enter pregnancy overweight or obese. That's not a moral failure. That's a public health failure. We've normalized chronic stress. We've normalized poor sleep. We've normalized inflammation. We've normalized anxiety and depression, and then we act surprised when pregnancy becomes more complicated. Rates of anxiety, depression, and antidepressant use among reproductive age women are the highest they've ever been. And instead of addressing the root causes, what did the system do? It added more protocols, more checkboxes, more fear, more interventions. That's not medicine. That's risk management. Let me zoom out for a second. I trained across eras of obstetrics that no longer exist. I saw what this work looked like when doctors knew their patients, when judgment mattered, when physiology was respected, when birth wasn't treated like a ticking liability clock. Then I watched the shift. Slow at first, then faster. Fear crept in, litigation exploded, hospitals consolidated, doctors became employees, protocols replaced thinking. And the metric quietly changed. Not, did this woman have a good birth? But did anything happen that could get her sued? Those are not the same question. When I trained, C-section rates were in the low teens. Today, in the United States, 1 in 3 women will have surgery to give birth. That didn't happen because women forgot how to give birth. It happened because fear replaced patience, because schedules replaced presence, because liability replaced trust. Let me tell you what this actually looks like in real life. It looks like a woman being told she's behind schedule. It looks like subtle pressure, not force, just enough fear to move things along. It looks like carefully chosen language. I would feel more comfortable if we don't usually wait much longer than, I just want you to be safe. And here's the problem. None of that sounds violent. None of that sounds dramatic. But when you are vulnerable, tired, scared, and pregnant, language becomes an intervention. And most women don't even realize a decision was made for them until it's already happened. I want to say this carefully. The system isn't broken because doctors are evil. It's broken because fear has been baked into every layer. Fear of lawsuits, fear of bad outcomes, fear of being the one who waited too long. And when fear runs the room, nobody practices their best medicine. Not doctors, not nurses, and certainly not women. So now we live in a system where interventions are justified by what-ifs. Intuition is dismissed. Patience is treated as dangerous, and women are rushed through one of the most profound experiences of their lives, all while being told it's for their safety. Let me say something that'll piss people off. Most of what women experience as medical necessity is actually institutional convenience. Convenience for staffing, convenience for scheduling, convenience for documentation, convenience for liability. And women feel it. They feel rushed. They feel talked down to. They feel anxious, but can't explain why. They feel like something sacred is being treated like an assembly line. And then they blame themselves. That's the real harm. Because when women stop trusting their instincts, they outsource them. They stop asking questions. They stop pushing back. They stop believing their bodies know anything at all. That's not empowerment. That's learned helplessness. And let me be clear about something else. This channel is not anti-medicine. It's not anti-doctor. It's not anti-hospital. It is anti-bullshit. There are moments when medicine saves lives. I've lived those moments. I've caused those moments. But medicine is supposed to serve physiology, not replace it by default. Birth is not pathology until we make it one. Most doctors don't wake up wanting to harm women. They wake up trapped, burnt out, overworked, terrified of litigation, drowning in documentation, practicing defensive medicine because that's the only way to survive the system. So no, this isn't about evil doctors. It's about a broken structure that rewards fear and punishes presence. Which brings me to why I'm here. I'm not here to give you a birth plan. I'm not here to sell you a Vive. I'm not here to promise control. I'm here to give you clarity, because clarity helps you make your own decisions. When women can make informed decisions, birth is safer. No one is coming to save maternal health. But that doesn't mean you are powerless. It means you have to be informed. That's what this channel is. One take, unedited, no PR filter. Truth from inside a system that desperately needs it. If that makes people uncomfortable, good. Because comfort is what got us here. I'll see you next time. I don't promise answers. I promise honesty. What you heard today isn't theory, it's lived, carried by thousands of women who trusted me at their most vulnerable. If this made you uncomfortable, good. Growth usually is. Until next time, stay awake. This is Chun Unfiltered.